Okay, so in the first video, I explained how to handle simple calculations like -5, -3. Okay, now in this video, I'm going to explain how to handle more complex calculations like this: -5 -3. Usually, there will be a bracket separating these two minuses. Please watch carefully. Here's what you do: you start from -5, okay? -5 -3. Now, minus means this is the negative direction, minus direction. So the minus here means you turn back. Now let's turn back. This is minus. You turn back. If it were plus, you're going to have to turn forward, right? You face forward for positive, you face backward for negative. So -5, the first -5, you're going to come to this -5. Minus, you're going to have to turn back. -3. This -3, as I said in the previous video, this means you go back 3 times. But you've turned back. Since you've turned back, when going back, you're actually going to go like this instead of like this. When you turn back, your back becomes your front, right? And going back will actually be going front. You see, what is front depends on where you're facing. Now, when you're facing like this, when you're facing here, going front means going like this. But now you're facing here, going front would mean going like this, and going back would mean going like this. So let's start again. -5, you're going to come here to -5. Minus, you turn back or you face the negative direction. Okay? -3. You go back 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Remember, going back 3 times is now you're actually going front since you are now facing back. So -5 minus -3 is going forward a little bit. -2. Now you may have noticed that when you turn back and go back, you're going front. For example, you turn back, right? And now you're going back. You're actually going front. And if you wonder why, this would explain why two negatives make a positive. Okay? Because when you turn back and go back, you go in front. When you turn in to the negative direction and you go back, you're actually going in the positive direction. So -5 -3 is the same thing as -5 plus 3, which is going to give you -2 right here, -2. So let's make this example more concrete with an example like -2 minus -5. Okay. Now -2 minus -5. -2, we are starting at the negative direction. At here, -2. Minus means face the negative direction. -2 -5. This -5 means go back 5 times. Now, since I'm facing this direction, going back would mean going like this. So if I go back 5 times, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -2 minus -5 is going to give us 3. Once again, 3 is the same thing as -2 plus 5. And that is because two negatives make a positive. And that is why when you turn to the negative direction and you go back, you're actually going in the positive direction. So the same principle can be applied when you have something like 5 minus plus 2. 5 minus plus 2. Let's see what this essentially means. So we're going to start at 5 minus, we're going to face the negative direction, we're already facing it, then plus 2. We're going to have to go forward 2 times. And since you're facing here, you're facing the back, this is your forward direction. When you go forward 2 times, 1, 2. So 5 minus plus 2 is 3. So we can also use another example. For example, we can use this 3 minus plus 4. Okay, let's find out what 3 minus plus 4 would give us. So let's go. We're going to start out with 3, right? 3. Okay, 3 minus would mean 3 has to face the negative direction, and 3 is already facing the negative direction. Okay, now plus 4, this plus means 3 has to go forward. Now since 3 is facing here, forward would be this direction. If 3 were facing this positive direction, forward would be like this. Okay, but since this is 3 minus, minus would be face negative direction, 3 would face here. Now plus 4 would mean go forward 4 times. Since 3 is facing here, going forward would be like this. So going forward 4 times would be 1, 2, 3, 4. The answer would be minus 1. So 3 minus plus 4 would be minus 1. And now you may have noticed another rule. The other rule is this: where you have minus and plus together, you are actually doing what? You're actually doing minus. Okay. So basically 3 minus plus 4 is the same thing as 3 minus 4. 3 minus 4, okay? And 5 minus plus 2 is the same thing as 5 minus 2. So that's basically it. Where you have minus and minus together, you're basically doing plus. Where you have minus and plus together, you're basically doing minus. When you have plus and minus together, it's the same thing. For example, 3 plus minus 4. Let's see where this is going to land us. 3 plus minus 4. Let's start with 3. This is 3. Plus would mean face the positive direction. So let's 3 turn to face the positive direction. 3 is facing the negative direction now. Plus face the positive direction. Minus 4. Go back 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see, you're actually subtracting. So where you have minus and plus together, whether the minus comes first or the plus comes first, you are going to minus, right? So you're going to have a minus. So what we're saying now are these rules on how they are created. Minus and minus gives you plus. Minus and plus gives you minus. Plus and minus gives you minus. And plus, evidently, as we all likely know, plus and plus is going to give us plus. Okay? The only thing that might change our outcome is if there is at least one minus. But if they are all positives, the answer is going to be definitely positive. So I hope we learned something from this video. Now to conclude, let me solve 2 more questions. Just 2 more questions. Minus 5 minus 3. Minus 5 minus 3. We start at minus 5. This is minus 5 right here. Minus. You have to face the negative direction. This is the negative direction right here. Now, minus 3, you have to go back 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. We have minus 2 here. So minus 5 minus 3 is minus 2. Once again, like I just said, 2 negatives make a positive. So this is the same thing as saying minus 5 plus 3 is minus 2. Now, you can also say 1 plus minus 2. This is 1. Plus means face the positive direction. Minus 2. Minus 2 means go back 2 times. 1, 2. 1 plus minus 2 is minus 1. Plus and minus gives us minus, so 1 minus 2 is minus 1.